All right. Hi. How we doing? Other way. Other way. Look at that. Got my truck seat. Got the truck seat. Robert Wheelman, Big Easy. How you guys doing? How we doing? And hello to everyone else that is slowly rolling in.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Big Tigger 2017 resubbed. Tier 2 at 101 months.
Fucking OBS. I have no idea why that showed up like that. Gotta love OBS. Where's the... The alert? Yeah, my alert source is missing. I had to re-add it. That's weird. Huh. Let me test.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
Oh. Big Tigger
That's enough.
2017
Everything
resubbed.
shows up
Tier
so
2 at
fucking weird.
101 months.
Oh, streaming's fun, right? It's fun, right? Right? I don't know why shit gets reset. I really don't. It's beyond me. I'm gonna try it one more time at 48. See how that looks.
Hello, I'm Tigger.
See?
Oh.
Now, the
Big
next
Tigger
time we go live
2017 resubbed.
and he
Tier 1 at
resubs,
27
that's
months.
probably going to be all
So you're telling me there's a
gigantic and
chance?
crazy. That's going to be all gigantic and crazy size. It's going to look stupid. I don't know what it is. I can make a change right now, and then next time I go live or the day after or something like that, it reverts back to what it was before. And then I got to redo it all. I don't understand it. Streaming's fun. All right. How's everyone's weekend going so far? Happy Saturday to you guys. We are in Louisiana. So what can we go ahead and pull out of here? It's 6:10 in the morning. DB, how you doing? That's a new one, roof shingles. I don't think I've hauled that one before. Square tubing is another new one. Aluminum profile. Someone's building a super big rig. Big tires. Some of these cargoes, nice. I don't think I've hauled this yet. The pneumatic. I kind of want to haul that pneumatic. Why is that not showing up now? What the hell is going on? It is changed, but there we go. I had to select the previewer again. It must have crashed or something. There we go. Or did that happen because I did this? Let me bring this back up. No, come on, where'd it go? Nope, it didn't kill it. Okay. Because all I did was minimize it. Maybe I accidentally closed it. I don't know. What'd I tell you? Streaming's fun, right? It even looks like my camera here is zoomed to fuck in, too. I didn't touch that. I haven't touched it since I put it there. And now it looks like I'm all zoomed in. Can't make this shit up, man. Can't. So as far as the seat goes, it was super cheap. It was free. Got it from the yard. It's been there for a couple of weeks. I don't know why they took it out of the truck. I mean, it is used, but it's not broken. Both the armrests work, and my understanding is that the air seat works as well, because I guess there was air in the bag and someone deflated it. Because even if I get up out of this, the seat will go up. So it does have some air left in it. I'm gonna get a compressor down here and then get a quick connect fitting, because all they did was cut the hose. So now I gotta get a fitting to put onto that so I can run an air line into the utility room into here so I can raise and lower the seat if I want. But yeah, it weighs a ton. It is fucking heavy. But I'm happy to have it. I really am. I'm glad it's here. I'm glad I've got one. So I'm actually thinking about replacing this shifter. Some of the gear shifts are not quite feeling right. It's feeling like if you've ever eaten fried chicken before, or even had turkey, and you get that cartilage, you know, it's flexible, but it's kind of stiff and chewy. Um, I'm getting that feeling more often than not with this shifter. And I don't know if that means it's got a issue or what the hell's going on, but it's getting quite annoying. You go to shift and the motors in there are kind of like, I don't know what to do. You know, they're fighting each other. X, how you doing? But no, it was sitting in the shop for a couple weeks, and I had Siphonic, what's up? I had said something, and there it goes. He just kicked me out of third and wanted to go into a different gear. Yeah. This shifter might actually be finding its way elsewhere. But anyway, one of the other mechanics a couple weeks ago said, oh no, they're going to turn it into a chair for one of the guys in the shop. And then I happened to ask him about it yesterday. I was sitting in it, and I said, yeah, you know, I wanted to put it in my sim rig at home, and I was told no, because they're going to turn it into, they're going to make it into a chair for you. And he's like, I don't want that fucking thing. And it's like, are you just going to throw it away? He goes, eventually. I mean, we got enough crap sitting around here. So, well, can I throw it in the back of the truck and take it home? I don't care. Yeah, go ahead. Okay. I'm like, all right, so what if they come in on Monday and they're like, well, where'd the seat go? And he goes, if anyone says anything about it, you tell them I told you could take it. It's on me. So that's that. So Monday there's going to be a stream, and it's going to be the casket is now unemployed stream. No. Fired over theft. Helps me take it out of gear, right? No, I'm not going to be fired over it. If push comes to shove, see there, it doesn't want to let me go into third. It keeps on kicking me back into first. If push comes to shove, I'll unbolt it and bring it back if they want to throw that much of a fuss over it. But I don't think that's going to happen. I was told by the manager of the shop, the guy in charge of the shop, I could have it, so good enough for me. My new seat, my new Kenworth seat. It's not new, it's used, but it's new to me. So I'm not worried about it. But stranger things have happened. So yeah, the plan is to get, like I said, an air compressor, a quiet running one, They're like 60, 70 bucks, I think, or whatever on Amazon. I was looking this morning. And then get some airline 1/4 inch, I think. And then a quick connect, so I can put the 2 pieces of hose together. And then I'll have an air ride seat. Got home from a ride. I honestly don't know. I don't think they do. I do. Traveler, I do. A legit Kenworth seat. I don't know what truck it's out of at the yard. It would have to be one of the T800s. The only thing I can think of. I'm sitting in a Kenworth seat and driving a Peterbilt. Hey, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers. Not yet, Traveler. That is a, you know, I guess you could say it's a to-do list. But the overhead cam here, over the shoulder cam, I just have 49-inch, and then I've got the sim rig here from SimLab. And everything is positioned as if I was driving a truck. So I would know I drive a T880 as my work vehicle, so. Oh, really? Well, hopefully they're there with Podium 1 this time around, like last year. Track Racer didn't have their own booth last year. I don't know. There it goes. They teamed up with Podium 1. So, and I haven't seen if Podium 1's returning again this year or not. It would be nice if they do. I sent an email out to Ewan, or Ewan. They make gaming chairs and desks, and I said it'd be great to see you guys out there. You know, so many people play farm sim or racing or truck sim or flight from their desk. So, you know, why not show off some of your seats so that way they can be comfortable while they play their games. So hopefully they look into that and they sign up, because there are no seat brands. No Secret Lab or none of them are, as of right now, as far as I know, none of them are going to the Sim Gaming Expo. So I was thinking about doing that myself as well. But at the same time, I'm not big with ATS as I used to be. You know, you're not going to see me playing this off camera. I mean, I do it 5 days a week. So the last thing I'm eager to do when I get home is to sit down in a truck seat and play a virtual truck game that, mind you, isn't all that great to begin with as far as comparison real world. So I have not been across this yet. Yeah. I don't know why it's an option in the first place. It shouldn't be. The only one going there. Well, I think we were talking about that last stream I did a few days ago when we played this, and I'm like, you know, the amount of work that I would have to do, the learning of code and SimHub and VJoy, you know, it would be a monumental task. To do all that, and then on top of that, I might have to go back to a triple PC system because I would probably end up doing a monitor with another monitor for the other windshield, so both of them are split, and then a monitor over here and a monitor over there. So, you know, that's 4 monitors on one computer. I'm not quite sure how that would. I'd probably have to use the pass-through on the HD60X or something like that. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I do. I've got all the states. Of course I'm going to get my home state. I still need to get off my ass and make a video of Champaign Bloomington, reviewing what they've done there. I don't think I'm changing this trailer. I want the pneumatic as it is. Yeah, I don't want doubles. Yeah, no. And look at that. We're hauling cement. And I drive a concrete truck. 100% not planned. Swear to God. Yeah, Indiana won't be here for a while. They still got the Dakotas, I believe, as well as BC. And you know, I'm not super eager for Indiana either because we've discussed this in the past. They're going to have issues now. I mean, the states are getting smaller, and they're going to have to figure out how they want to get more, you know, into those states without the state just feeling completely cluttered, you know? And Iowa and Illinois are great examples of that. Oh, yeah. That'll be next year, yeah. For sure. Must feel right at home? No. I was going to do Farm Sim today, but to be honest, I felt that since I'm introducing a new seat, I'm running it for the first time, I might as well play ATS. Tomorrow will be Farm Sim, and it will be on the server as well, so I have to find out how I buy a mod pack and get it on the server, because I've got to do that still. I've got to pay the $10 to get Plains and Prairies on the server, which I don't have anymore because I bought the Euro NASCAR car on night racing today. It's actually a pretty good car. It's I could see myself racing that car. Yeah, it's weird that they're going to Indiana, and they haven't even announced Minnesota or Wisconsin. I honestly didn't expect them to go past the Mississippi until they got everything west of the Mississippi done first. So I'm a little surprised they announced Illinois, and I'm even more surprised now that they're going to Indiana. I selected Champaign. I think North and South Dakota should be in one DLC, but I don't think they're doing it that way. I don't pay attention a whole lot to what SCS does or announces or anything like that. So, they probably have announced it and I didn't see it. I'm sad that they don't show the truck crossing the canal. It's not that far. I could throw a football from one side to the other. But we still gotta have a cutscene for it. Hey, Car Freak, how you doing, bud? There a way to see the game logs on what's coming out? You're talking about the title screen stuff, the news? I have all that turned off. It's good. It's good. At some point, I'll get an air ride. I gotta hook up a compressor to it, but... Oh. I don't dive that, yeah. Those are for super trucker fans, super fans of ATS, and that's not me. That's not me. Why do I keep on moving over so much? Autocorrect is just telling you that's what you wanted to say, not the other word. It knows better than you. Yeah. 1 year old. Well, happy birthday to him. Now, to be honest, with Illinois, I'm not super pleased with how a lot of that turned out. I think they've missed out on quite a bit in Champaign, for example. I don't like that they've made the bridge passable for trucks on Springfield when it's not. Trucks cannot fit on Springfield underneath the railroad bridge when you're heading into campus. I don't like that my concrete plant isn't there either. I have not driven through Bloomington yet. It doesn't look like there's much there. And I really don't like how you take 57 to 80 or 55 to 80 in Joliet, and there's no Joliet. It's just, oh shit, I hit the wrong one. You hit 80, and within 30 seconds you're in Chicago. I mean, if anyone wanted to really see what it's like to play on a 1/20th scale map of the United States, play in a state that you're familiar with. That right there should be eye-opening for everyone. Aside from Iowa, I think every state that's east of the Mississippi, they should go to 1/10 scale. I think that's the only way it's going to work for them. They have to adjust the scale of the maps. I don't see it. I don't see any, like Rhode Island, for example. You know, Rhode Island is going to be, you just entered, and now you're out. You know, it's crazy. You're going to be able to go from DC to Pittsburgh to New York to Boston, you know, the whole East Coast there without ever leaving a metropolitan area. If they put them all in. I mean, they're probably going to shift like Pittsburgh halfway across Pennsylvania or something, just so they could have that separation. It's going to be crazy, and so I really hope they make a change. Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, that's just the way the 1/20th scale works. You know, stuff's gonna be missed, but yeah, it's bonkers. Because Illinois is smaller than Washington State, I think. Maine and New Hampshire. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You're gonna be in NYC and you gotta go to Buffalo or Albany, and it's gonna take you 3 minutes. You know, but game time it's gonna be like 6 hours. It's just gonna be stupid. But now that they're going to BC, they can still keep that 1/20th scale and it won't feel so crazy off, except for anyone that's a local that happens to be playing this game. Oh yeah, yeah. And, oh God, can you imagine that? Can you imagine a state that's the size of a postage stamp? I mean, they would have to only charge like $4.99. I mean, they're even that seems too expensive, you know. Oh, could you guys just hear Indy barking? Now, I mean, anything I might be saying negative here about what they've done with the maps or stuff like that. I mean, I know some people take it to heart, you know, why are you playing the game? You know, that type of mindset, thought that they might have. I still like the game. I don't hate the game. I don't despise it. I don't anything. I take it for what it really is, a simulation game of driving a real truck across a very shrunken nation. But I think I heard the reason why they won't go bigger on the maps is because it will make the game too big. The file size would be huge. The downside also now is, since they're going to console, we're probably never going to see a larger map. We're probably never going to see that because the game now becomes handcuffed to consoles. Unless SCS says, alright, we've got a PC version and we've got the console version. That's the only way we could possibly ever see a change in the scaling of the map. The only way. Otherwise, if they don't do that and we stay handcuffed to consoles, we're never going to see it. Hey, Tig. Welcome back. Come on. I don't know what gets me more in this game, the AI or the shifting. G headphones. Yeah, they were just getting fed. I heard Milo bouncing around up there. And now Indy's up there barking. Fucking engine brake is broke again. What the hell is doing that? Wow. Oh no, it's really fucked it all up. Uh-oh. There we go. Kinda? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if there's a target number for how big they want the game to be or how small they want it to be. I don't know. The other thing that's going to handcuff the game to consoles and not in a good way are graphics. Computers can definitely put out better imaging, better graphics, better FPS, better everything than consoles can. So there is that possibility where PC gets handcuffed to console because then you basically have the same game looking different on two different platforms. I don't think it's going to be so much of an issue now, but I think in the past that used to be a problem. But usually it's more like game size and things like that that will handcuff. That's the most negative part when you've got a game on two different platforms like that. And running two different teams or one team working on one then the other, you know, going back and forth, that's not cheap. It's time consuming, it's taxing on the employees, it's taxing on the bottom line because it's more work, more people. So, you know, not everyone does the Rockstar thing and release 2 different versions of the game. A lot of studios just go with one game to rule them all. I don't have any line in. I can't hear my music. Still waiting. Someone over here is playing that Euro dubstep or whatever the hell it is. House music. Finally. I have no idea. No idea what the mod is. Come on, there we go. Head tracker's kind of borking up for me today. Heck no, that's what I was thinking of. No, he's not going to play ETS2. So there probably will not be a Saturday stream. Got another graduation party to go to in the afternoon, so no stream next Saturday.
Zero Simulator Canadian Zero just followed.
Simulator Canadian, thank you for the follow and welcome to the channel, bud. How you doing? Hardcore trucker. You're banned. Why you gotta come in here throwing insults around like that, huh? Yeah. I hate to get a different shifter, because that means I've got to get a joystick then. Right now I can use this as a shifter, then switch it over to joystick, no problem. But it's getting funky as far as it being a joystick. Welcome to Arkansas.
Freak 1 resubbed. Tier 2 at 102 months. Ushik 102.
Yep, 102 at tier 2. He's cooking, boys. He's cooking, ladies and gentlemen. 102 months. Thank you very much, Car Freak. Much appreciated on that. Tigger earlier at 101. That was tier 2 as well. Mind you, I missed that one. And now I'm stuck looking up. Okay. There we go. Awesome. Two tier 2 legends. Why is it so spazzing out today? That's the one thing I wish I could have. Force feedback through the shifter. That would be epic. Now there wouldn't be a price. Because there's only 2 shifters on the market. Well, 3 if you want to spend $2,500. How you doing, Slewed, by the way? There's only 3 on the market that can do it. The B&H shifter, which is like $2,500. That one actually locks. I mean, you can do the same thing here with the Moza. It locks you out of a gear. You know, if you're trying to shift and it's in not the right spot for it, RPM-wise. The gears aren't synced up. You got the AB9, which is what I use, and now the lesser version, the AB6, that Moza has. So you already have 3 options on the market, but the software. And I think this is an ATS thing. It could be an ATS thing. The software isn't there. So it's got the ability to replicate the gear grinding when you miss a shift. But right now, ATS puts it through the wheel. So if I sit there and grind the gears, the wheel just shakes. That's it. Now, I could be wrong, and maybe the shifter doesn't have the software from Moza put into it to replicate that. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I think either way, though, whether it's Moza, SCS, or both, it's a software thing. But neither seem to be interested in doing anything about it. Which is a shame. Not like everyone that plays ATS is going to go out and drop $500 or $600 on an AB9. Mind you, the AB6 is cheaper. But it's one of the main reasons why I bought the AB9. So I'm a little disappointed by it. But I'll hang on to it. I can use it as a joystick on Farm Sim, so it makes up for it with that. Now, as far as all the other shifters out there, whether Logitech or Dim-Magic, Moza, you know, none of those have that ability to replicate grinding gears. So you're kind of SOL in that area. Tank. I don't know how many more miles. I hate the new system that SCS has here. In order for me to bring up that information, the game basically pauses and a new window comes up. Fucking stupid. You know why they did that, though. We were just talking about it. Yeah, it's because of console. The interface is because the new interface they have here for the information, and I don't even know what the key binding is for it. So, I mean, I don't even know how to bring it up. It might be behind a window that I just can't see. In fact, there is something over here I can't see. But it's because of console. It's just the map. I think it's 257 miles to destination. HGP shifter. I only know of two shifters that Moza has that are force feedback. The AB6 and the AB9. But I don't pay super close attention to what Moza does because I'm not a huge fan of them. If I could, I would swap out the whole Moza setup right here for something else in a heartbeat. Honest to God. The only drawback for me is then I lose a joystick for Farm Sim. That's the only drawback. Well, keep in mind, majority of people who play this game have never... Why are you on the brakes, you twit? Holy shit, there's no one there. He's still sitting there. Keep in mind, majority of people who play this game have never even been in a truck, let alone even, you know, driven one. They haven't done either of those. So, you know, they have no idea. They have no idea. All they can really do is comment on how it feels. And yeah, a lot of the Moza shifter, the VNM shifter, the Fanatec shifter, and SimMagic, you know, any of the shifters that are like that, they're gonna have that metal clunky feel. They're gonna have that. And yeah, I would rather have that. If I were to lose the AB9, I would at least want to have that metal clunky feel instead of the plastic feel that you get from the Logitech or the Thrustmaster. Though any of those other shifters are fine, as you know, if you don't care about the force feedback and you're not going to use it for anything other than ATS, then yeah, any of those other styles, the VNM, SimMagic, Moza, all of those are, and even the Acetec that's coming out soon, you know, they're all going to be very worthy pieces to add to someone's sim rig if they want that for trucking. And I'm sure the feel is going to be fairly close to what it is to IRL. But that's just, you know, internal pieces that are causing that feel that you get. You're not going to ever feel any kind of rumble or shake or grind or anything like that. What are you going on about, Drew? You gotta put the bong pipe down and stop drinking the bong water. The AI drive the truck. Okay. Yeah, who knows what their AI pathing has going on in their brain. It's definitely leaves a little to be desired. Amazon for me has been running like shit yesterday and today. I think they're doing a site update though, because on my tab for the browser, the icon for Amazon has changed. So I wonder if they rolled out a site-wide update and it's not running very smoothly. Either that or they're getting DDoSed, who knows. I was on it last night and doing a search, and I'd scroll down, read some comments and information and whatnot, and I'd scroll back up and I'd just be stuck with a white screen. It wouldn't load. Meanwhile, the circle on the tab is just spinning. So, don't know what they're doing. Oh, I don't doubt that. don't doubt that at all, Sloot. They can get reprimanded. Yeah, it's completely random, and I've been getting the same with UPS as well. Some leave it inside, some don't. FedEx the same way, some leave it inside, some don't. Because at our house, you can just drop it off inside the garage, and I have it set automatically on FedEx and on UPS to leave at the garage. I mean, Amazon guy, he left the case of Monster outside in the rain. Didn't even bother opening the screen door to put it inside the garage. Ugh, shit. No, that makes sense. That makes total sense. Hammerschmidt Highway. Tunnel. Well, and then that's just a case of someone just not giving a shit. That's what it boils down to. Off here and get fuel, I think. Bring up the world map here. Check the map book. Said there was fuel. I was lied to. There is no fuel here. There is up there, though, next exit. 2 exits away. All right. We're okay. gonna happen. I was watching Quirk yesterday. Him and his wife Debbie were going to Bass Pro Shop. And she's like, they started talking about fuel. He's like, yeah, I gotta get some gas. And she goes, that's why I was hoping to take my car. Why? Because I got 14 miles left. I'm like, 14 miles to empty? She goes, yeah. I wanted to say typical woman thing, but you know, that makes me think that'd be the type that would be like, I'd see the genie can on my dashboard. I thought it was telling me to make a wish. I think I'd be sleeping on the couch after that comment. Well, there's a pace truck, but no oversized load. Hey, we're twinsies. We get the same trailer. Mine looks better, though. Yeah, I don't know if mine would get the joke, you know? A lot of kill Tony. No truck convoy? Are you asking, or? I did not plan on one, no. Hello, JB. But farm sim tomorrow. $69 giggity miles to go. Yeah, mods, if I use the in-game convoy, are a pain in the ass. Because everyone has to have the same mods, and everyone must have them in the same order. I'm better off just saying fuck it and renting a server. Well, helps if it's in gear, huh? Sure. Whoa! Look left and I went straight left. We're fine. We're fine. Shortly. In a minute. No, I didn't. I did not do that. I picked this one just because it was a chrome or polished pneumatic trailer. That is all. Rolling backwards. I need to adjust this clutch. I was gonna say, how can I get in there when I got X's right there? I didn't notice the road over here. I don't think cement is going here normally, but hey, whatever. Alright, I want to take a look at settings. Controls. What am I looking for here? Dead zone? Clutch range? It just feels like there's no play. It's either engaged or it's not. The amount of input travel whereby no input is registered. Nah, I don't think I want that. That means how far down I have to actually push the pedal. I think let's try range. Try that. Nix. Well, can I sleep somewhere? Of course I can't. No, I can go back across the street. Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah, hopefully a 65 is good. Because it just wasn't, the bite point for it wasn't feeling right. I just couldn't get the spot right for it. So maybe lowering that is the play. Yeah, it felt better. That didn't though, because it fucking kicked me in a second. I'll go to the Petro. Eventually. I would imagine with Indiana, it's going to be heavy steel up in Gary. Northwest Indiana has a history of steel production. The rest of the state, who knows? Agriculture? What do we have leaving Joplin? Let's see. Generator set. Going to Oklahoma. Kind of like that, the way cargo looks. Oklahoma, Kansas, Iowa. Nothing going to Illinois, huh? Holy shit. We're going to go from Joplin to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and only going to pay $1,000. Or how about Joplin to Lubbock, Texas? For only $2,000. 2,600 bucks. Look that noise. I think I'll take the generator set. I like the way that looks. You know, it was brought up earlier about the how someone over on YouTube actually put a truck cab, and that's what they played the game in. And I think we talked about it when I played it last time. I don't see me being able to do that in the current house we live in. Because there's no way in hell I'm getting a truck cab down here to the basement. No. No way in hell. Yeah, I would have to go out to the garage to do it, but that's not where I want to be to do this, you know? I don't know if I would feel comfortable leaving that setup, or even moving the whole studio, for that matter, out to the garage. I don't think I would like that at all. I would have to cut the thing in half. I literally think I would have to cut the thing in half. Now, keep in mind, in my opinion, the interest and viewership that I have here with American Truck Simulator does not warrant me spending that kind of money. Not one bit. So, it's safe to say, even if we did move to a house that you know, favored me doing something like that, I still wouldn't do it. I mean, we'd have to have viewership of like 50 to 125, something like that. Which would put me at like one of the top channels for ATS on Twitch, which is never going to happen. I'm too salty about the game. And I cannot unsaltify myself. Yeah. Pay to stream on Rumble? Is that's a thing? You gotta pay to be on there? Wow. That's bonkers. Guy keeps on hitting his brakes up there. I will say the AI in this game is like the epitome of Dudley Do-Rights when it comes to rules of the road and driving. They are top-notch. Yeah. Okay, go ahead and delete it. I've had emails over the years about that. You know, your account's been inactive or, you know, whatever. And they're like, log in now to keep your account. And I'm like, why? I don't use that, nor do I, you know. My account's inactive because I don't use your shit. So why would I log in just to keep it active when I'm not going to use it? Alrighty. There it is, the dual generators. Yeah, we're going to take the dual, so we're probably going to end up taking the Phantom. Yeah. Where am I going? I see no anything to tell me where my trailer is. Oh, there it is. Way over here. So we gotta turn right. So as of right now, I am set up to be doing the channel takeover for the Sim Gaming Expo. I am planning on being on Twitch and on the Sim Gaming Expo's channel on YouTube at the same time. Probably going to do Farm Sim. And so I think it's going to go for 2 hours, 2 to 3 hours. And that'll be Monday the 29th. So we got a few weeks until that comes up. But I've already told the office I need to be out by no later than 3. So that way I've got time to get home and take care of the dogs, get something to eat, and go live at 5 o'clock Central. I can't see! Oh, this is all new. They're building this. Oh, interesting. Oh, trailer. Hit the wall. It's alright. Scuffed the tire. It just feels weird driving through here and there's no other truck traffic. You know, this is supposed to be a busy spot, you know? coach back over here. Oops. Sorry. Not sorry. Broke the engine brake again. All that driver abuse. Professional, safe driver. All right. And I will not be bullied or cave into peer pressure to drive unsafely. All right? We all know you Canadians are reckless drivers. I mean, look at Lance Stroll. Hello, camera. Camera, come on now, wake up. There we go. It's the Will Rogers Turnpike. If I were to wind up in a ditch because of because of the camera, alright? Not because of a lack of skill. Remember, it is always the game or chat's fault, never the streamers. Alright? That is the first rule of streaming. You know this, Mr. 101 months. And you still don't learn. I was supposed to stop at that cashless toll, wasn't I? No, no, no. It's in the Twitch TOS. It's always chat's fault, never the streamer. See, now we're stuck again. There we go. Welcome back. Why are you slowing down so much, you idiot? Can you imagine how bad traffic would be if everyone drove, or if at least trucks drove like the AI in this game does? Yeah. I'd never want to leave my house. Henrietta? Yeah, for the most part, they got a construction site, right? Oh, shit, excuse me. Freaking Milo still had me up at 6 o'clock. I went to bed at... I remember seeing the clock, it said 12:10. I think I went to bed at 11:30. And I let the dogs out before I went to bed. And of course, Milo, 6:10 in the morning, barking away, waking me up. And it's not like he's got to go outside. He doesn't really have to go to the bathroom. I let him out, he pees for a little bit, and then comes right back inside. Because he wants food. He's hungry. The dog's a brat, and he's a piggy. But then, you know, because he wolfs his down. Just wolfs it down, man, and inhales it, basically. Indy is a slow eater. He's not very fast. So Milo quietly and slowly makes his way over to where Indy's eating, and he stays right around the corner. And then he just sits there and stares. And he can't even see the bowl. He's just staring right through the wall at where his bowl is. But it's just cute and funny how he quietly and slowly, without making a sound, makes his way around. And then just sit there and just stalk Indy eating his food. And as soon as Indy's done, he bolts right in there to just clean up whatever's left. There could be food left, there could be dust. And it doesn't matter to him. He's in there and he's just hoovering up every little speck he can find. What's happening on September 18th? I've got the day off. I'm going to be in Schaumburg, Illinois at the second coming of the Sim Gaming Expo. Exclamation point Expo for more information. Get your tickets now. SGE15 to save 15%. Did I just take the wrong road again? Methinks I did. It's Tigger's fault. Drug bust. Sweet baby Jesus. Get it. Damn it. No more. Broke the engine brake again. There it is. It takes more brakes than a union electrician. What? Why is this road closed? I'm going straight. Fuck that sign. Can't tell me what to do. Oh. Ooh, pretty waterfalls. I'm actually ready for a vacation, but that isn't until middle of August. Oh man, this is like a wreckfest track right here. Just let me get some speed, e-brake it around the corner. There we are. Awesome. Dunzo. Oh. Another excellent job done by Tombstone Transport. You got anything good here? Texas, Texas, Montana, and Oregon. No, they don't. Where to next? Zona. Topeka. Lake Charles. Hey, there's a Springfield. The only one. The only one. Are there any that I have not been to yet? I need to be looking at that. Lufkin, yep, been there. I have not been to Artesia, New Mexico. Ah!
And as for drugs, well, drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. Okay.
Shouldn't do drugs, a picky. How'd your race go, bud? How did your race go? Let's take the mobile crusher. We have 125 from our race. You won, or what do you mean you won 25? Oh. Yeah, you could. It would be like a medium. I can't drift it. I was hoping to drift it. I want to drift it. Can't drift it. I tried. Can't drift it. Locked diff, you think? Yeah, because the engine was revving up like that because I was getting the lefts or the rights off the ground, yeah. I don't think you could do that anyway. I could be wrong, but... ATS fucked up. Their physics suck. Evo. J-Rod, how you doing, man? Oh yeah, I've been trucking here and there. Built the second rig just for it. Picked up a new seat on Friday from the shop. Got myself a KW seat. I guess we're just gonna sit here and look at each other. Yep. Yeah, we'll be doing some farming tomorrow. Probably focus mainly on that. Get some time in on the farm, on the server, before the Sim Gaming channel, the Sim Gaming Expo channel takeover on the 29th. So I will not be live here on this channel. I will be live on YouTube and Twitch on the Sim Gaming Expo, their channels. So make sure you guys jump over there to do a search, Sim Gaming Expo. Likes, follow, subscribe, whatever you gotta do on those channels on YouTube and on Twitch. And we'll see you on that night. But until then, we'll be here. Thoughts on the new, recently dropped Volvo VNL 860? I have not tried it either. If it's like what I've seen in the real world, the new Volvo, the new redesign, it does look pretty slick. But, yeah, I don't see myself driving it anytime soon. Let's see here. Oh, it's gone. Rip. That's a long drive. I hate that. I hate that. Yeah, we haven't been to Springfield yet. All right, we'll go to Springfield. Got to go back to Turner. Fuck. God damn it. Let me run over your freaking... Yeah, yeah. See? I reserved that load, and you guys had to give it away, so I'm going to run over your pallets of plant food shit. You're lucky I'm not driving through your garden. Fuckers! Stick the hand out and flip them over. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, I was using John Ruta's 389, and the left side mirror was looking like shit to me, so I got finally fed up with it. And, went back to Pister's 389. Which I am currently driving. Oh, it's right here. All right, cool. I don't see myself changing anytime soon either. I mean, I might get an itch to run the 990 again, but I just wish the 990. Oh, not here. Nope. Had more options on it. It's a very, very, very nice truck, but just super limited in the options. Is that the type of... Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the... We'll take the triple. Okay, I see. I see. We'll take this one. We'll take that one. Going home to Illinois. Is it outside the fence? Oh, yep, I just saw it. There it is. Oh, there is another 990 out there. Yeah, I just mainly use Harvins. I think I'm hooked. I mean, hell, people were all surprised that I bought these two 389s. I was never a fan of buying mods in the first place. Well, since you said that, let's take a quickie looky here. Alright, so that's a belt trailer. Okay, yep, alright. We got a kettle.
Welcome to the party, pal!
Braylon Harvey just followed.
Braylon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. How you doing? Oh boy, a bus. $60, huh? I could care less about the tow truck part. $40+ exhaust options? Jeez. No, I've said it for ever since I started playing the game, Bowtie. I've said it since I first started playing it. let's see. Well, freebies. That caught my attention right away. Freebies. So they got a Cascadia, a T2000, an International. Let's see, our Great Dane custom reefer trailer we call Deep Freeze, or custom Healy tanker or heel tanker. HHC invisible trailer mod, HHC shifter add-on, and HHC frame accessories add-on. Eh. I would probably end up getting the bundle, but a dump body and a pup trailer. Yeah, I was seeing those photos, yeah. Well, I don't know if they can mimic the clutch. I mean, I don't know if anyone has tried an active pedal with the clutch. It's unfortunate that even with a Moza AB9 shifter, which is a force feedback shifter, I still cannot get any kind of feedback through the shifter base. It all still comes through the wheel. That's bad, you know. So, I mean, it also tells me that if I wanted to do a motion rig in the future, I would be basically wasting my money because it probably won't recognize any of that. I have not looked at that, so maybe I'm wrong. But just a guess, an assumption. But Bota, you forget. I don't shift gears anymore. Mine's an automatic. Yeah, slewed, I don't know. It could be an ATS, SCS thing. It could be a Moza thing. Who knows? I mean, SCS has to put that data in the game to be used. I mean, I don't know if there's something in SimHub maybe someone's able to find, because you can use SimHub for gauges and things like that. So maybe SimHub is able to pick up on anything else data-wise that gets pushed out by SCS and the game itself. I saw that, yeah. I forget where I saw it, but yeah, I saw it somewhere that... Oh, I got an email on it, that's what it was. I got an email saying he's released his trailer. I really don't plan on going down the rabbit hole of mods, you know. I'd still rather keep the vast majority of them on the workshop. I like Pister's truck here, but the problem I don't like is that mod lock thing, that program that I have to start up every time I want to go play the game. And it doesn't save my password and login, nothing. So I have to type it in every single fucking time just to be able to drive this truck. It's very, very annoying. And that's what I liked about Ruda's. You didn't have to do that. You could just fire up the game, get in the truck, and go. Yeah, I even before I went live, I fired the game, and the Volvo was in my garage, not this truck. So I had to open up Mod Guard and log into it, and hit install mod again, or whatever, and then fire up the game. That happens very, very, very often for me. Oh, for sweet Jesus, dude, come on. I should have just ran his ass off the road. Why would you say you would never buy Ruda? Just out of curiosity. I mean, I'm not up to date on all the drama that goes on in the ATS community, so... Yeah, see, I mean, that's... I see that as a problem. You've got X amount of 389s and 379s out there by different modders, and they're all charging different prices, and I'm not saying there should only be one, but if every Tom, Dick, and Harry out there wants to create a 379 and then start pushing it on everyone, I mean, that's going to get expensive real fucking quick. Before you know it, this game's going to turn into another flight sim. Well, that's up to the painter. I mean, that's the other drawback is everyone's using different versions or whatever of the truck. It would, you know, if there's 8 different people that want to sell their version of the 389, fine, go right ahead. But let's have some uniformity here. Let's try to get the same body styles. You know, some can have more sleeper options than others. That's great, but put that in the paint pack so the painters have all of that, and now they can do one paint, and it's going to cover all the trucks that are out there on the market. All cab versions, all sleeper versions, done. But it seems that that's not the case, and that's pretty unfortunate. That's it doesn't help the community at all. Well, I mean, there's been people charging for mods for a long time. It's nothing new. Look at what's his name from Brazil. I want to say Pinga, but I don't know if that's the right name or not. He's been charging since the game came out. Almost. I even sent him a trailer to do, and he never did it. I paid for the 3D model, like 80 bucks or 100 bucks or whatever the hell it was, for doubles with a belly underneath it. Like some of the FedEx trucks have, the FedEx trailers. And he never did it. Oh no, I knew there was going to be eventually a standard price for a lot of the trucks, and it looks like it's 20 to 30 for trailers and 60 or so for the tractors, and that's where it looks like it's stabilized. And I mean, look at it this way, or this is how I can look at it now. I mean, I'm paying money for skins, liveries to be made for my cars in iRacing. Alright, Red Eye just did the LMP2 in iRacing for me. And so, how can, I mean, that easily, the argument that can be made for people who buy or don't buy mods in ATS can be also be made for people who buy liveries painted and made up by people in iRacing. Do I need to go out and spend money and give money to Red Eye to paint my cars? No, I can just pay for Pro, which I do on trading paints, and make my own. It'll look like shit, but I can make my own. Going back to your Scania 770. No, yeah, the majority of my mods are workshop mods. That's where I prefer. When I came back to the game last year, that was one of the things I said. I'm not getting involved in the modding community. I'm not joining groups and forums or doing any kind of crap like that, because I don't want to be around the drama. I don't want to get involved with the drama. I'm not looking for handouts or anything, you know. I'm not looking to showcase anything. I'm not looking to push a certain mod onto anyone. I'm not looking to do any of these things. And this is really a great highway design here, huh? You come in and then merge in from the left, and then you gotta jump over and exit right away. Great highway design. Anyway, you know, because I didn't want to get caught up in any of that drama and bullshit that I had back in the day on YouTube and when I was over here early on with it as well, so. T600? That's a little too old for me. I mean, and also, honestly, baby Jesus, what are we doing here? Honestly, if someone came out with an accessories pack on the workshop for the stock 389, I probably would have gone with that and called it a day. To be quite honest. I'd almost rather someone come out with an accessory pack for the W990 or for Harvin's 990. Harvin's done a great truck. I'd rather someone just release an accessory pack, and I would buy that to go with Harvin's 990. I really would. Release an accessory pack just for the SCS 389, and I'll be a happy camper. I don't need to buy a whole new tractor from someone. But some people do. And for some people, this has also turned into flight sim, where they're spending hundreds of dollars on truck and trailer mods. You know, hey, more power to you, you know? You got the disposable income for it, significant other that isn't going to chop your nuts off because you spent how much on fake stuff, you know? Hey, Monster, what's up? I don't, even if they do release a parts pack, it isn't going to be worth a damn. It really isn't. There used to be a parts accessory pack for the 389. Years ago, there was. It was on the workshop. I don't remember what happened with it. I know there was an accessory pack for a truck. I don't know if it was a 389 or a 900. But someone, the author of it, was catching hell from a select group in the community because I guess he was taking parts from other mods that were available and putting it into his mod pack and then putting it up for free on the workshop. That pissed some people off. They called him a thief and everything. I don't subscribe to that, but no, the guy who put it up in the workshop, no, he's not. But in their eyes, they're not earning anything on it either. And so in a way, they were no different than the music industry or that representative R.A. whatever, whoever it was, that... Kojak, what's up, bud? A couple of years ago, you all remember the crackdown that was happening on Twitch for copyrighted music? And that was all because I don't know if it's a union or organization that represents all the producers in the music industry. The chairman on that one decided to go after Twitch because, yes, he said, quote, in an interview here, quote, these streamers are making money off of our music. So the only reason why you guys subscribe and cheer bits and donate is because of the music I play, not anything else, according to him. Well, and you know, certain modders that had their accessories or stacks or whatever taken out of their mod pack and put into this other one, they felt the same way. Even though no one was making money off of it, they felt they were losing money on it because they weren't going to go and buy their truck or their accessory pack or, you know, whatever. I mean, now, if they actually did the work and they made those parts, okay, I get that, but not everyone back in that time did that either. So it was like, I'm gonna copy this and put it in mine. I'm gonna charge people $4.99. Oh no, I'm gonna be pissed because someone took the same part that I took and put it into a free one and put it on the workshop. That's theft. Wait, what? Oh man, some people. My gripe with Louisiana DLC is Baton Rouge, you have to cross town and go back, just pick up a load. Well, there's a lot of things that they fucked up in their states. It's just because of the scale that they have, that they're locked into. And it's only going to get worse. It's really only going to get worse. And people don't really know how bad a state is until they actually drive this game in the state that they live in. Or a state that they've been to. I saw it when Iowa was released, and I said it in the streams. I'm like, holy shit, this is really fucking small, and they've missed out on a lot. They cut out a lot. And it's the same way in Illinois, if not worse. And it's only going to get worse. Indiana's going to come out, and I guarantee you there isn't going to be much there. And what they do put in is going to be like 2 or 3 streets, and that's it. It is going to be barren and boring. And Indianapolis is going to take up the whole middle of the state. There is not going to... I really don't see Terre Haute happening or anything like that. I'd be surprised if they even put Lafayette. I'd be surprised if they put Lafayette in. I mean, they probably will. They got to have something between Gary, Indiana, and Indianapolis, and they'll probably have South Bend in there. But I mean, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be like Illinois, but smaller. No, I said it back then, I've said it since, and I'll say it again. There needs to be some uniformity when it comes to mods to make lives easier for those who might want to make an accessory for it, for those who want to paint for it. You know, why do I need to go out and have 5 different versions of one paint because I've got 5 different versions of the truck from 5 different people? You know, there's got to be some way that we can all be on the same page when it comes to, you know, an International or a Mac or a Western Star or a 379 or a 389, so on and so forth. If people are wanting to make models for it, let's get on the same page here so we can make the painter's job easy. Because why am I going to buy a skin or buy a truck mod if there's no skins for it? You know, it'd be like me buying a car on iRacing that doesn't have any series or anyone running in that series. You know, and I've done that a couple of times. I've bought a couple of cars that never see any action. Oh, you're gonna see Ford, and that's about it. In Detroit, that's all you're gonna see. Yeah, there isn't gonna be much there in Detroit. Yeah, there could be Flint, the capital. Wait, that is the capital, right? Flint or no? I forget. Or is it Ann Arbor? Lansing, yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, but they're only going to have one factory. Chicago's a big chunk. The way they've spread it out, but the problem is when you're going up like 55 or 57, and you're coming up from the south into Chicago, as soon as you cross 80, within like 15 seconds, you're in Chicago already. They've left out all the south suburbs. I think except for like Harlem. You know, you see some of the areas along 55 or Stevenson, but other than that, I mean, there's no Joliet, there's no Bolingbrook or Romeoville, which have, you know, industries and warehouses. WeatherTech is based in Bolingbrook. You know, you've got all these opportunities that they had for more industry. Whoa, shit, what the fuck was that? What the hell? Yeah, that had to be like an invisible alien or something, man. Nothing in front of me, just that car over here, but I ran over something with my left front. Visible traffic cones. Yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened. I don't know if I'm damaged or not. In the road. $171 miles to go. He clipped it. Kind of like that movie Black Dog. The truck kind of bounces. What was that? A Miata. Or he might say Mazda. I forget. I think he says either Mazda or Miata. Mississippi River. Squiggy! Nikita, fix your game. Well, it's a used seat, so it's not as comfy as a brand new one, but it's better than the old one, that's for sure. we'll have a longer session tomorrow with Farm Sim. That'll be a good test. Idaho landmark? So it's a legit thing. It's real. Oh no. Say goodbye to your I rating. Or your SR, that is. Hey, Dole, how you doing, bud? So, you'll have to let me know how, if you, I don't know if you know, about getting that Plains and Prairies pack on the server. I'll buy it, but I don't know, since I've already bought it, how I can get it on the server. Get it for the SR. I did the hosting that Dempsey did earlier. He had the Euro NASCAR. The car isn't that bad. I was generally surprised and pleased with it. I wasn't fast, mind you, but oh, you bought it? All right. Yeah, I didn't see it on there. I'm gonna try to fire that up and go with that tomorrow. I was gonna test everything last night, but then I came home with this chair from work. So oh, okay. Alright, so we're in Springfield. This is Springfield already. And then Dempsey hosted a Watkins 6-hour practice race. And he made it rain because, well, there's a 40% chance of rain. And, well, he likes rain races to begin with. So, I went with the Corvette, and dear God, was that scary. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be running it this weekend anyway, or next weekend, that is. Got no one to run it with. I'm not gonna have to worry about it. Alright, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, because that's the plan for tomorrow. Midday or something like that, early afternoon tomorrow, and go all the way into the evening. Well, get your ass out of bed. Yeah. That. Get on dull there, alright? Tell him to get his ass out of bed. Ain't got time to be sleeping. I'll be there in 2 minutes and I have 0 miles to go. Wouldn't that mean I'm there? Ha ha ha. Well, when was the last time you showered, Rex? How you doing, bud? I mean, you kind of end up getting that odor if you're going for the grannies. I'm not always in the same spot you find me in. I'm at the truck rig tonight in my new seat, my new Kenworth seat. Oh. Ah, I have never done that, but you know what? At the same time, I wouldn't have told you if I did. Fuck that noise. I have more self-respect for myself. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. There ain't much coming out of Springfield. I almost had one yesterday at work, or day before. Thought it was just fart, and nope. I'm like, oh, I caught it. That was close. Richards, how you doing, man? Doing all right myself. Going through some stuff. Uh-oh. My dad's done it before. A couple of times. Once when he was sick, he was throwing up and it started coming out both ends at the same time. Let's see. I'm not liking what I'm seeing coming out of Springfield, but then again, it's Springfield. I never like what comes out of Springfield. Springfield sucks. Hyper Rush. So Peoria is not even a town, is it? This is Peoria. And it doesn't even really show up on, it's not, there's Bloomington, there's Chicago.
And who could forget?
I brought these gifts for you. They're up in my bum.
Dull
Whoa.
Aura just cheered 500 bits.
Oh, thank you for the 500 biddies, dude. I appreciate that very much. The other thing I need to do is get this room reorganized and all sorted out before I do the takeover on the Sim Gaming Expo channel end of the month. So some stuff's going to get moved around, and hopefully I can get around to replacing the desk. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I don't like what I'm seeing right now. I'm not super interested. I mean, I'm not going all the way out to fucking San Francisco. You can fuck right off with that. We're not doing a 24-hour stream. Not going all the way out there. Ugh. This is nothing that's close, you know? Montana, Utah, Arizona, Texas, LA, Louisiana, Texas, California, Nebraska, Oklahoma, Missouri. That's a possibility. I mean, that looks like it might be the closest. East St. Louis. Yeah, I could do that one too. Council Bluffs, and that's it. The takeover is just when basically I'm given the information so I can go live on another channel. And so that'll be the 29th of this month at 5 p.m. Central. I will be double checking all that as we get closer. So I will be live on the Sim Gaming Expo channel here on Twitch as well as over on YouTube. You guys will be able to tune in over there. I will not be live here on my channel. So if you want to watch that night, that's where you're going to have to be. The idea is just to get more eyeballs on the SGE, get people interested more in going to the expo, which is outside Chicago in Schaumburg, Illinois, September 18th through the 20th. SGE 15 to save 15% right now on your tickets until July 10th, if I remember correctly. It'll be a Monday stream. I've already put in time to get out of work no later than 3 o'clock. So that will allow me to get home. You know, I put down 2:30. So hopefully I'm out of there by 2:30, 3 o'clock at the latest. That way I can get home, get the dogs fed, get something to eat, get changed, and then be live by 5 o'clock. If I'm out at 3, it's going to be a rush. I'm going to be pushing it. So hopefully I can get out at 2:30, and that gives me a little bit of time to just kind of sit back and properly get things set up. I will be doing Farm Sim that night. So we'll be playing mostly that for the next couple of weeks. On the new server, as obviously as well. So that'll be you guys can also you know, those who have the server access will be able to be on the server. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I mean, we're just gonna be sitting over there doing what we do here over there and talking about the expo. So, you know, hopefully we can generate more interest and get more people out there. And they're adding to the list. There are more. That it's filling up quick. It is definitely filling up quick here. Bring up the event map real quick. I looked at it yesterday. So there are more colored ones than blue. So there's someone else who just reserved this one up here, 2,500 square feet. And then this big one over here as well. Here's the golf sim right there. We even got ATS accessories down here, so we'll be able to check them out. I think that's the adapter I have for the AB9 right now. So things are really starting to shape up, and more spots are getting reserved. There's more to come as well. So, I mean, this is going to continue to change, if not daily, for sure weekly. And there's definitely a lot going on here. Not to mention, this is also connected to not just the Hilton. This is the Hilton Convention Center or the Schaumburg Convention Center, but it's also connected to the Mario Andretti or to the Andretti racing experience, which, yeah, let's see. I'm not even spelling it right. I'll just do this. We'll go take a look. It's a brand new facility that just opened up. Yeah, there's the Renaissance Schaumburg Convention Center. So this is where we're going to be. And I can actually see I was parked over here, and then I got the park over here. But this is where it's at right here. Right in there. And then there's Schaumburg. It's a good restaurant. Public house, good place. And the hotel's right here. So. But I'm told... Oh, it's not over here. It was right here. Yeah, it's not showing up on this one. This is a really outdated one. Yeah. This is a really outdated map. We'll do this. I cheated. Andretti Indoor Karting. There it is. Now open. Look at that place. They got any videos or anything? Let me go back. Here's one. Everything lights up in yellow. He spun. Ah, what happened? Yeah, there's the catwalk. That's a wild looking track, man. I can't wait. That is a wild track. I did not even know about 3.0, so no, I do not plan to. One of the guys that is a manager or something like that, he was in someone's channel and he says, yeah, they'll do 30, 35 miles an hour. Dude, they got donuts? What the hell is he doing? He's got it in a whisk over a fire. They're like toasting it or something? Bring the kids too. They've got a new exhibitor signed on. They are. Let me bring up the SGE group. KCA. I think they're an Ohio company. KCA is now going to be there. It's a family-owned business out of Cincinnati, and they design and build high-quality, affordable, youth-sized aluminum sim rigs. So they've got that one for the kids. Of course, there's also VR Villa, so they'll be able to play with the Quest and play with VR or whatever. There's pinball there as well. So, I mean, there's plenty for the kids to do. I think it's going to be hard for you to keep them in line because they're going to want to be pulling you in 8 different fucking directions. Dude, you should. You really should. I mean, CBRC is talking about flying out. I don't know if he's 100% on board with that or not. But I mean, it was a really fun event last year. Take a look at some of these photos if we can. Maybe Demps has more. There we go, Expo. So this was getting everything set up. Competition area. This was 50,000 square feet last year. Matt Malone's house. Yeah, they had this. You can buy this. Almost everything here you can buy. There was a guy that, I don't know if the photos are going to be in this collection. He went home with a sim rig on top of his Suburban. Justin Hinderman, yeah, he's going to be there. Yep, here's one of the Stern pinball that's going to be there. There was a huge Indian wedding going on the same weekend we were there. This was the DJ's car. He set up in the back with these speakers, and he just kind of putzed along, and they all followed. Yeah, the A33X Sim. Stern pinball. They had a few of these set up. And then you can sit here and chill and watch the races go on. Full motion sims. This was Podium 1. They had a big section. Hey, there's me. Dempsey and Slugger. This was Turtle Beach, I think, over in this area. This was part of the Giants setup. This is Project Motor Racing, and they just set up some basic cheap ass rig with a Logitech wheel and basic Logitech pedals. They had that, and then the other side of the wall was 2 controllers for Farm Sim, and that was it. It was like, that's and then I guess they had turned around and said that they weren't pleased with the reception or whatever. You didn't show up with much of anything. Yeah, I took this photo of us watching the Formula One race. Expo is September 18th through the 20th. 18th through it's a Friday through Sunday. For the takeover, it'll be Farm Sim, and I think I'm gonna get 2 or 3 hours. It's local to you? Yeah, it is. Cincinnati, yeah. Yeah. I mean, hell, you fly out there for 1 day, round trip, Southwest Airlines. I was saying at the beginning of the year, anyone that saves up $1,000 to do this, that gets you your hotel for 2 nights or 1 night, whatever, round trip tickets in the Southwest or JetBlue or whatever the fuck you want to use. And it still gives you plenty of spending money to go ahead and get a 1 or 2 day pass and eat. Nice little weekend getaway, Fly out Friday night, leave Sunday morning. Yeah. Oh, it's better. It's better. I mean, it's worn a little bit, but I think if I do air ride, it might help it a little bit instead of sitting firm on the rig like I am. Yeah, they even brought in an ARCA car. I felt bad for the guy though because he was just sitting there the whole time and no one was talking to him. I felt bad. GSI setup, you can come along and touch all the wheels and feel everything, push all the buttons on the GSI wheels. They sold out in like a day and a half. What else is there? They had a couple of this would be right up. I think these are drift cars too. This would have been right up Carcass's alley from Billet PCs. Here's the active pedals. 3 active pedals on this motion rig. All these you could buy, by the way. I didn't try any of them, but this one you had to sign a waiver for. It was a prototype. You had to sign a waiver just to get into this. It was playing a rally game over here in the back. And I know for sure they sold 2 of these. Because a guy came in, it was 10 grand, he bought one, and then it was his friend or his brother wanted one too, so he transferred a 10 grand over to his account and he bought a second one. But they go for less than that too. That was like the most powerful one. These were for sale as well. I think these moved. I don't remember. This was one of the VR ones where you can walk around and you stay. It's kind of like Ready Player One, if you remember watching that. This was kind of the same thing. I never tried it. I should have, but it looked really cool. I'm looking at plane tickets and they aren't too badly priced. All under $300 round trip. 17th through. There you go. He's east of you. Yeah, this was the other half of the Farm Sim exhibit. So they had this, and then on the other side was one cockpit cheaply put together for Project Motor Racing. That's it. Really? You'd have to look up on Google Maps. I don't think there are any like 5 or 10 minute away kind of places. I liked this sim rig. These are 40-inch monitors, I think. Just completely just wrap around. I think this was a motion rig as well, but it's just seamless. These were LGs. I can't remember. But very cool looking rig. Yeah, here's another one. That's total immersion right there. Yeah, it's a motion rig. You can see the pistons on the corners. So yeah, good time. Good times. And then, we got this, so it's gonna be. There was a video that was put together as well. Let me see if I can find that real quick. There it is. Tony Kanon. Huskenfeld. I'm gonna have to put that into a scene or something like that so I can play it on command when I take over. I should do it like now before I get into it, but yep. Lots of stuff. Hotels, Schaumburg, Woodfield, and then other area attractions, Medieval Times, Top Golf, which is less than 5 minutes away, Velocity Esports, Zero Latency VR, Lego store, 2 Lego stores, Streets of Woodfield, just to the south. 2 Lego stores in there. I think one of them still has the giraffe on top. Yeah, lots of different sponsors and everything here. So I mean, it's really going to be fun to check out everything. Gonna be a good time. Gonna be a good time. Looking forward to it. Hey, you put in you. It's up to you, man. It's up to you, JB. 5 kids, 1 kid doesn't matter. Or get a hotel room, don't matter. Just get your ass out. O'Hare, Tigger. O'Hare is the closest. No, he was with his kids and whatnot. I was just mentioning that. Or if anyone else is bringing kids and they want something, maybe they don't want to spend all day at the expo. They want to be there for 4 or 5 hours and then maybe wander around, and the kids are, I'm not into gaming. Well, hey, there's a Lego store down the street here. Area attractions, other options. I don't expect people to spend all 3 days from open to close at the expo. I don't expect that. Yeah, the Renaissance Fair. Yep, that's to the north, I think. Yep. I think there are 2 Lego stores at the streets of Woodfield. Legoland. Or there, I was told there used to be. Yeah, so got the giraffe out in front. And then there's a store in there, I think. Maybe not. I don't know. Omaha Steaks. There you go. Get some steaks while you're here. Yeah, this is the streets of Woodfield right here. Or Woodfield Mall. I mean, there's Woodfield Mall. Maybe it's in here. Peppa Pig World of Play? What? Ooh, they got a Hot Topic in there. Yeah, this whole area is upscale, executive kind of area. So it's not like you got to worry about things. Yeah, this is Streets of Woodfield Shopping Mall. But yeah, it's right there on the corner. You can almost see the giraffe right there. Yep, there's Legoland. Let me do that. All right, so where's Schaumburg? 290. So this is showing one right here. Oh, that's not a camping area. At least I don't think it is. This is a trail. Campsite. All right, there's 2 up this way. I don't know how far they are from this area, 9290 up this way. And then they got 2 more here. I don't know how good they're gonna be. You know, you're in the city basically, so. You know, FEMA doesn't sound too bad in 2027. Well, Sim Gaming Expo is already booked for 2027 as well. So there's that to look forward to. I'm really excited for it. I'm happy to see that there are more exhibitors coming. I even sent off an email myself to Ewin Gaming Chair company about, you know, them showing off their stuff um at the expo, desks and chairs. So let's see. I might send you guys off to Mr. Anders because I'm gonna get myself something to eat. It is wife night, so I'm gonna go spend time with the wife. Yeah, go say hi to Mr. Anders. He's set up as just chatting. The guy's a riot. He's funny as fuck. Looks like he's gonna be doing some flight sim too, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Go say hi to him. Good man, good guy, and I will see you all back here tomorrow, midday, early afternoon, playing some farm sims. So appreciate you guys hanging out very much. Have a good night. Enjoy the rest of the weekend if I don't see you, and I'll see you when I see you, I guess. Hopefully tomorrow. Bye. Toodles.